Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chill English Podcast. I'm Peter, and today we have a very special topic to discuss. Life without pressure, better or worse?
And I'm Mary. It's great to be here with you all. Pressure is something we deal with every day, whether it's work, relationships, or even self-imposed expectations. But what if we lived a life completely free of pressure? Would it be a dream come true or something else entirely?
That's exactly what we'll explore today. We'll look at both sides, the benefits of a stress-free life and the possible downsides. And as always, we'll share some personal insights and invite you to reflect on your own experiences.
So let's dive in.
Imagine waking up every morning with no deadlines, no obligations, and no stress. You get to live life at your own pace, focusing only on what makes you happy. Sounds perfect, right?
Absolutely. But let me ask you, Peter, do you think people would still be motivated to achieve things if there were no pressure at all?
That's a good question. I think some people might still be driven by passion or curiosity, but for many, pressure is the force that keeps them moving forward. However, there's also a case to be made that without pressure, we might feel more creative and free to explore new ideas. What do you think?
I agree. Studies show that excessive stress can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even physical health problems. So removing pressure could lead to a healthier and happier life. But at the same time, don't you think some structure is necessary to stay productive?
That's true. While too much pressure can be harmful, having complete freedom might also make us feel lost. Still, a pressure-free life could improve relationships, don't you think?
Definitely. Without pressure, people might be more patient, understanding in their interactions. Have you ever noticed how stress can cause unnecessary conflicts?
Oh, absolutely. When people are overwhelmed, they tend to be more irritable and less tolerant. A life without pressure could mean fewer arguments and more meaningful connections.
And let's not forget happiness. When people aren't pressured to perform or succeed according to society's standards, they might find joy in simple things, like nature, hobbies, and spending time with loved ones.
So, it seems like a pressure-free life has a lot of advantages. But is it really that simple? Let's take a look at the other side.
So, Peter, do you think a world without pressure would actually be a good thing for everyone?
That's an interesting thought. I think it depends. Pressure is often what pushes us to grow, improve, and achieve things we never thought possible. Think about athletes, scientists, or entrepreneurs. They all deal with pressure, and it's often what drives them to succeed. What do you think?
Exactly. But let's say we remove pressure entirely. Would people still have the motivation to work hard and reach their goals?
That's the big question. Without deadlines or expectations, people might lose motivation. Have you ever had a long vacation where you had nothing to do? And at first, it felt great. But after a while, you started feeling bored or even lost.
Oh, for sure. It's like when you have unlimited free time, but somehow you feel less productive. Structure and goals give life meaning, don't they?
Exactly. And without pressure, wouldn't progress slow down? A world without pressure might be peaceful, but it could also be stagnant.
That's an interesting perspective. Imagine if no one felt the need to take responsibility or push boundaries. We might not have advancements in technology, medicine, or even art.
Right. And let's talk about personal growth. Overcoming challenges builds resilience. If we always avoid pressure, we might not learn how to handle difficult situations, which could make us weaker in the long run.
That's so true. Have you ever had a moment where pressure actually helped you accomplish something great?
Oh, definitely. I remember working on a big project once, and the deadline was stressful, but in the end, I felt so accomplished. That satisfaction came from pushing through the pressure.
So, while a life without pressure sounds tempting, maybe some level of pressure is necessary for growth, success, and personal fulfillment.
So, if too much pressure is bad, but too little can also be a problem, the key is balance. How can we create a life that includes motivation and achievement, but without overwhelming stress?
That's the million-dollar question. Peter, do you have any personal strategies for managing pressure in a healthy way?
Great question. One way is by setting healthy boundaries. It's okay to push yourself, but it's also okay to take breaks and rest when needed. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. What about you?
I completely agree. Another way is changing our mindset about pressure. Instead of seeing it as something negative, we can view it as a challenge that helps us grow. What do you think?
That's a fantastic point. And prioritization is key. Not everything in life requires the same level of pressure. Some things are worth pushing for, while others aren't as important.
Exactly. And stress management techniques can make a big difference: meditation, exercise, or even deep breathing exercises. Do you have a favorite method for dealing with stress?
I find that exercise really helps me clear my mind. And having a strong support system, friends, family, or mentors, can also make pressure easier to handle. How about you?
Same here. I also think taking breaks and celebrating small wins helps a lot. A little pressure can be good, but we have to make sure it doesn't take over our lives.
So, maybe the answer isn't about eliminating pressure completely, but learning how to manage it so that it helps us rather than harms us.
Today we explored both sides of the question. Is life better or worse without pressure? And the answer seems to be, it depends. Pressure can be both good and bad, depending on how we handle it.
Exactly. A completely stress-free life might sound ideal, but some level of pressure is necessary for growth, motivation, and progress. The key is finding balance, knowing when to push yourself and when to step back.
We hope today's discussion gave you something to think about. Do you feel that pressure helps you grow, or do you wish for a life without it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments or on social media.
And don't forget to subscribe to Chill English Podcast for more insightful discussions. Until next time, take care, stay motivated, and remember, a little pressure can sometimes lead to great things.